Pentagon now, and growing allegations that Air Force instructors are sexually assaulting the female cadets they're training. CNN Pentagon correspondent Chris Lawrence is at the Pentagon with details. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Candy. Well, in one case, an instructor copped a plea bargain and admitted to prosecutors that he had improper sexual conduct with one trainee. After the plea bargain, he admitted it wasn't just one woman, it was 10. And that's the kind of problem that the Air Force is dealing with now.
A drill instructor charged with rape. A master sergeant accused of giving alcohol and having sex with a young female recruit. The Air Force is reeling from a spreading sex scandal.
There is a cabal of persons at Lackland that are sexual predators.
2 more airmen have been charged, and now a dozen boot camp instructors are under investigation at the Texas base.
They are people that feel that it's okay to train these recruits and then force them to have sex with them.
Prosecutors only charged 1 airman with raping a recruit he was training at Lackland. 4 others are accused of sexual misconduct, with more being investigated.
The basic training environment in particular is honestly a target-rich environment for sexual predators.
Anu Bagwadi is a former Marine Corps officer who says there's no such thing as instructors having consensual sex with young female recruits.
You have that relationship with your instructor, which is based on fear and intimidation. If that's the person you're asking help from, well, it becomes a very bizarre scenario.
One of the alleged victims testified that her instructor was like a father to me. Another said of the military training instructors, they're empty eyes, and you don't say no to them. The Air Force investigation is spreading to 4 bases, but the problem goes beyond one branch of service.
Sexual assault has no place in the military.
The Pentagon estimates there are 19,000 sexual assaults each year, but only a small percentage of these military crimes are actually reported, and less than 8% go to a court-martial.
We take every alleged incident such as this extremely seriously, and we investigate them thoroughly.
To be fair, many instructors at Lackland have behaved professionally.
They always made us feel safe. We never felt uncomfortable.
But some critics say unit commanders are not equipped to investigate sexual assault accusations.
It's too much of, we can't let this out. We've got to somehow, sweep it under the carpet.
Even Defense Secretary Panetta admits that many times local unit commanders just sort of sweep this aside and don't pay enough attention to it. That's why the Pentagon is creating sort of a special victims unit within each branch of service to put experts who know how to collect evidence and really talk to alleged victims of sexual assault to put these together, Candy.
Chris, let me ask you a quick question if you know. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but are sexual assaults up in the military? Is there a way they can tell?
Well, they are up. I mean, that's one of the big problems. And as we pointed out in some of those figures, the big problem is how many are actually underreported. That's the case in the civilian world. It's the case in the military as well. But there is a way when women or men, for that matter, feel they are a victim of sexual assault. They do have some avenues. Each base has sort of a sexual assault coordinator independently that they can go to. They can also just call 911. You have the medical staff, chaplains. But the problem, of course, in the military, like it is in the civilian world, is getting people to talk about what's happened.
Sure, and turning in a superior, which is even more problematic in the military. Listen, thanks so much.